This is the Firestorm Show with your host, Philip Pelto.
What's up, Firestormers? Welcome to another episode of the Firestorm Show. We are here today with Kevin Kays of Tab, and super excited to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
Awesome, man. How are things going?
Great.
Yeah?
And thrilled it's not quite as hot as it has been.
Dude, it's been brutal.
It has.
Like, we got a little bit of rain the last couple of days, so that was nice.
Yeah.
But back to 100 plus or something by the end of the week. So.
Summer. That's what it's for.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So tell us a little bit more about your business, Tab.
You bet. I'm affiliated with the Alternative Board, and we have been around for almost 30 years. And I'm in the business of changing people's lives. What I do is work with entrepreneurs to help them identify their personal vision, translate that into their company vision, and use that to develop a strategic plan. And one of the primary side effects of this is they get more time to enjoy life, be with their family, and to work toward the goals that they really want to achieve.
Nice. That's awesome. So, there's a lot of people that do not the same thing, but, similar stuff. They're in that, coaching space. And
Very true.
so, how do you set yourself apart from the rest of them?
One of the things that I bring to the table is that I've got about 40 years of business experience, ranging from Fortune 500 to owning a couple of my own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people that I've either made the mistakes, seen them made, or cleaned up after them.
Yeah.
So I bring a lot of that along with me. And it's really a function of getting to know them, figuring out what it is that they want and what they need. But the real money in what we do, what really brings it to the table,
mm-hmm.
is the peer advisory group, or the peer board concept that we use.
Nice.
TAB stands for the Alternative Board.
Okay.
So that peer group of other business owners serves as an informal board of directors.
Got it.
It gives a business owner, an entrepreneur, somebody to talk to, someplace to serve as a sounding board for some of the issues that they have going on in their business and some of the challenges they face in their day-to-day life in their business.
Nice. That's awesome. So, one of the things that I've been super impressed with over the years of, getting to know you is that there's every time we have a conversation about some issue, you're like, oh, that happened to, me back in this other business. And, it's, you've got a pretty impressive resume with a fair amount of good stories to go along with it. So.
And a lot of scar tissue. But a lot of it, it's not just me. Because when you're in the room with a group of your peers, you've got probably 100 years or more of experience with other entrepreneurs who have their own points of view and bring things to the table that frequently no one has thought of.
That's huge.
Makes a big difference.
So one of the things that, I always like to chat about is just, the whole relationship selling piece of it and how relationship building plays a part in your biz dev and all that. So.
Sure. Relationship building is absolutely critical part of my business development. I operate in a business that's primarily based on referral because to engage in a coaching relationship with somebody, it takes a lot of trust. And it's a very different environment than someone who's just selling a product or a service. I'm representing not only the organization that I'm affiliated with, but myself. And if I have to put somebody's shoulder back in their socket after I closed them, it's not conducive to a good, trusting coaching relationship.
Yeah.
So referrals are huge.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I can't overstate the importance of that, especially in this type of business where you're really getting in deep with people and
yes,
opening
very
up
much
the
so.
kimono, so to speak. So
Yes. And I'd say of all of the business development I do, networking is probably the most productive. It's a longer term process. Firestorm is a huge part of my networking and has been a very good investment in time for me over the last couple of years. But networking and referrals is, I would say, 2/3 of what I do.
That's awesome. I'm super happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So, cool. Well, I think that's pretty much all the time we have. So I appreciate you coming in to chat with us a little bit.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you guys for joining us online or wherever you're watching this, and look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.